Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti, coming to you from Trenton. We are joined by Senator Joe Vitale. Thank you so much. Let's talk more about transportation and the gas tax. It seems like we're past the point where it's more when than if there's going to be a gas tax. How much is needed?
Well, it depends on who you talk to, right, and how much we need and how much. So right now, the gas tax that we pay is being used to pay down the debt service. So every penny we put in the pump for gas right now goes to pay for existing projects that have already been done, which is the way the gas tax works. You know, it funds the project, it funds bonding, and then some of it pays down the debt that's created by the bond. So there's usually, a pretty even trade-off. But now we've run out of money in the fund, and the government and administration are borrowing money to make these projects work. So people are sort of suggesting that anywhere between 10, 20 cents a gallon would get us there. 25 cents, depends on how much we can
Will that fly?
sustain.
Politically, would that fly?
Well, I think it will if we can demonstrate, and the public is certainly within their rights to demand this, that for every penny we raise from the gas tax, just like in the past, it goes for transportation projects only, where it's really supposed to be dedicated, what's dedicated for, and that whatever debt service accumulated by those projects get paid by the tax as well. Don't go back to the well again. Set a certain number that we know from now and for decades will sustain the program and sustain the rails and bridges and roads and everything else that we need to.
I'm running out of time, and I promised I'd get to a couple of things. So just real quickly, Governor Christie has ended his campaign after spending a lot of time in the state, and that hurt his popularity in the polls, and it sounds like it hurt him among many of the office holders here. He has come back. Is he damaged as he comes back?
No, he's a smart politician. When he was paying attention to New Jersey in the first couple of years of his first term, this is maybe the bulk of his first term, he was very engaged in government. Whether we agree with all the things he said or not, he was still engaged. And he can be a very effective negotiator.
Are you worried about him campaigning for Donald Trump now and going out again?
I'm not worried about him campaigning for anyone. It's certainly within his right, but he needs to spend more time here in New Jersey, the bulk of his time here. And besides, I'm concerned that he's campaigning for Donald Trump, which is, I think, the wrong choice for anyone to make.
That's my last question, and this is a softball to you. You can knock this out of the park. How do you feel about Donald Trump? What do you think about President Donald Trump?
I think it would be awful for our country. I don't believe he has the skills to govern. He doesn't have the knowledge. He doesn't have the historical context. He doesn't. When you ask him a question about how would you fix Obamacare, he said he's going to get rid of Obamacare. Well, what are you going to replace it with? Don't worry, we'll be great again. Well, that's not the answer I want to hear. I want to hear how and why, and he won't do it because he doesn't know it.
I know a lot of people, especially in the Democratic side, many Republicans too, are worried about Donald Trump. Is it because you don't like his policy, or you really are fearful? You are really fearful of what would happen to the country if Donald Trump became president?
Well, based on what he's already said about minorities, about women, couldn't support him. And number two, he doesn't have the base of knowledge about all the complexities of government and the issues that face us, and any sort of way to articulate what those answers are. He's never done that. And how would you vote for someone who can't answer a simple question?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you spending the time.
My pleasure.
We'll be back in one moment.